Welcome back and welcome to Archival.Sessions number 4 with the film discussion for Twinless. It's written, directed, and starring James Sweeney alongside Dylan O'Brien. Twinless, I had no expectations. I think that's always a good thing to have no expectations, but I did see the trailer, so I did know the vibe. I was like, okay, how they marketed it to us, it made sense, but this movie is very good. It's on the list, one of my favorite films of the year. And I didn't know. I just knew it was written, directed by the same person, but I didn't know that was James Sweeney. Now on the radar, I'm locked in. Anything he's making, I'm checking it out. This movie was patient. We saw all the pieces come together, and they allowed Dylan O'Brien and James Sweeney, these two characters, to breathe. There was never any rush or not sitting with things. Like, everything felt fleshed out. This is becoming a trend, like with Lurker with Alex Russell, and now with James Sweeney's Twinless. These are just great films about, what that loneliness looks like. And for James Sweeney's character, like, I really like, and I'm already jumping in with the end, what he says, like, people tell you to be yourself, and he's like, which part of myself? Because I don't like any part of it. And that line, that hurt me. That hurt me. That, when you feel alone and you feel like you're not really connecting with anyone, and you just start disliking yourself personally, because that loneliness, and you kind of can take it out on yourself. But with this character, he takes it to another place. He's lying. He lies and says he has a twin, and he doesn't. Now, Dylan O'Brien's character, Roman. I was late to the Maze Runner trains. I always thought, yeah, Dylan O'Brien's cool. He's a cool actor. You just got to see him in more stuff. This is it. This is very good. He's a great actor, man. I really liked him in this. And also, I liked how they wrote him as this, like, cute, dumb, straight guy. A cute, dumb, straight guy. But it works, and he plays it so well. Like, there's one part I busted out laughing, because he was like, the character, James Sweeney character, is like, I want to be a book designer. So he gives him the Giving Tree, but it's blank, and he's like, hey, I want you to design the cover. And he's like, yeah, the Giving Tree is the only book I read twice. It's like, that's a children's book. That's the last book you read twice. Like, like, throughout the movie, he's just saying things wrong. He's like, he says, yeah, I made a ladder move in my career. And it's like, you mean a lateral move? And he's like, oh, fuck, right. But he's not doing like his voice, but he's very earnest about it. Like, he asks, my mom wants me to start paying rent. And she was like, how she's taking it. He said, cash. There's so many lines in this. That's too. It's very funny, even though it could have went the Lurker route, where it was like, okay, he's kind of dangerous, but it was more normal, more like, okay, he's just sad and he's lonely and he's willing to lie. But Dylan O'Brien's character is so just like, he's so aloof. I don't want to say so dumb, but he's written so stupid, but in a good way. Like, it's funny. There's some really funny moments. And then, so James Sweeney's character is mean. He's mean. And when you're lonely and you don't really connect well, you're really judgy. I think that happens with me sometimes. Sometimes I get really judgy, and then sometimes you're like, all right, I'm just in my head. Because there's scenes where he's just his coworker, who's a receptionist, her name's Marcy, and she's like really smart, really like she's just like a bubbly person, and but he's hating on her like, yeah, she's kind of a loser, and it's just like, bro, that's that loneliness talking. You're alone, and you're just being nasty, and that's not good. Yeah, this movie, it was really good, and I don't know why, but like movies, especially about really close relationships, especially like something about a twin. I have older brothers. Um, I'm currently engaged, and these movies make you take stock of all that. And we walked out. I was just like, man, like I'm so glad I'm with someone that like we try together. We both make sure to put our best foot forward, and I feel like dramas, they're one of my screenwriter professors say, she was like, they're cautionary tales. At the end of the day, they're all cautionary tales. So anytime I'm watching from that lens a lot, like, oh my god, like being a liar or feeling like in order for you to connect with people you have to lie, it's not cool. And then also Dylan O'Brien does double duty because he is a twin. He also plays his twin gay brother. What was his name? Rocky and Roman. Kind of fun names with those two. And I like any time when he was the dumb straight brother and he's like, Rocky, like how he talked about it felt real. And it especially felt real. I ain't gonna lie, I almost cried, guys. I did almost cry when he's alone in that motel and Jeremy, James Harris, I said Jeremy Harris. James Harris, he asks him, act like I'm Rocky. And so Dylan O'Brien's character, Roman, is discussing it and talking about, like, you left us. You never asked me if I wanted to come. Also apologizes, like, I called you the F word and, like, I remember your face. And it's a real great scene. That's what I'm saying. Dylan O'Brien, like, hats off. I was watching, you're just watching and it's like, and this is why we go to the cinema. And I know this movie is a smaller release, but like, people, please go see this. Between Lurker and Twinless, very, very good movies. Airtight scripts. Really good. And this one's funny. It really was funny. And I think Dylan O'Brien's good. I don't think I ever really saw him in a comedy role. Like, he's Maze Runner. And as he gets older, I hope he sheds off that, because he has something. He has a lot to give in this acting world. And James Sweeney, it's only up. Now I have to watch. I know he made another movie. I think it's called Straight Up. I have to watch that. Yeah, I am. Once again, I'm beaming. What a great movie. Low key, I want to give it like 5 stars. So we got Sinners, Lurker, Twinless. Oh my god! And 2 of them are like twin movies. So Hollywood, what are you telling? Is this about to be like a twin renaissance? Like, we're the generation that have the most twin children or something. But Twinless, directed, written, and starring James Sweeney with Dylan O'Brien. This is ones for the books. I'm also putting together a list of all my 2025 favorite films I enjoyed in theaters. This is on it. This movie's immediately on there. These are, and how I do the list is like movies I'll revisit. Movies I'm like, I can't stop thinking about it, how much I enjoyed my experience. Yeah. I think this might be the only movie this week, though, everyone. I am traveling, but I'm glad I had a banger. This is really good. I kind of don't want to see The Conjuring. I feel like the first one's the only good one, and then all the rest of the movies are like, ignore, don't care. But I think I have to. Hopefully I get another mic. Maybe my brother can join me, because I remember we watch all the Conjurings together, so might have to watch this last one together. But anyways, that's my thoughts on Twinless, written, directed by James Sweeney, starring James Sweeney, along with Dylan O'Brien. This is a good one. If you have time, you have the money, have the energy, go see this. I really enjoyed it. Thanks everyone, and have a blessed day.